Hey everybody, this is JJ, and right now what I wanted to do is just give you guys a kind of a benchtop review of the K-Bar BK2 or the Becker Campanion. Now, I did a field review of this, and I have a bad habit of wanting to call it the Ontario BK2. I get K-Bar and Ontario confused all the time, but it is a K-Bar knife, and Becker and K-Bar have kind of recently combined, and so now you have, the combination of the two of them. This is the box that you'll see it come in. You can pick these up at southblade.com. I'll throw the link right in here. And I just went and checked, and as far as I can see, they are one of the most reasonable prices on the internet. I looked at eBay, I looked at Amazon, and I also went to the K-Bar site itself. And at K-Bar, you're going to be paying $120 for this knife. At Southblade, you can pick it up for, I think it's $79 or something like that. I'll throw the exact price in there. And so that's pretty awesome. And they've got a pretty wide selection of products that you guys could take a look at. Maxpedition and K-Bar and I mean just full wide ranging of different things. So as far as this knife goes, let's just go ahead and get down to the specifications of it. It is made with 1095. They call it a Crovan steel. It's a carbon steel. It does have a coating on the outside of it here, and they call it a Grivery handle. Now, to me, it's just plastic. That's what it feels like, but it's a pretty solid, kind of hard impact plastic. But they do also offer a micarta upgrade, and personally I would recommend that upgrade. I think that would be a great addition to this knife. The knife is super heavy duty. It has a 1/4 inch thick blade. You guys can see that. I mean, it's just a big hunk of steel, carbon steel right there in your hand. The actual cutting surface on the blade is right at 5 inches. The total length is about 5 1/4 for the the total actual blade. Now, the overall length I want to say is like 10 1/2. I would have to, it's gonna be right about 10 1/2. So that's it's definitely a substantial size knife. The obvious huge benefit to this knife is that if you were in a situation like an urban survival situation, you're going to be able to pry with this thing. You're going to be able to puncture sheet metal. I mean, you can do just anything that you need to do. I mean, God, you could probably hack through brick if you needed to. I mean, it's just a beefy little knife. And as you'll see in the field review I did of it, it still though is delicate enough that you can, cut some feather sticks and do some shavings and that kind of thing for like a wilderness survival type, setting. So it's a pretty versatile little knife. What else can I say about it? There's really nothing too fancy about it. It doesn't have any jimping. It doesn't have a choil or anything like that. It does have a little bit of a pommel end on it and a lanyard hole. But it's 1095 steel, awesome steel. It's going to hold a good edge. As far as the sheath goes, just gives you a basic Kydex sheath. It's got a nylon belt loop on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the belt loop here, but it's definitely heavy duty. It's riveted in. It's not going to go anywhere. I just don't like the way it flops around a little easier. I'd like to see the Kydex actually extend up, a little bit further, and maybe have like a tech lock or something like that on it. But as far as the retention goes, it's just awesome. It ain't going to come out no matter how hard you shake it. You got to really pry it out with your thumb, and that's why they've kind of included the little thumb ramp right here. I mean, it's in there. So overall, my rating on this knife after having a chance to go out and play around with it for a day is I think it's a solid 8 1/2 stars. I mean, it's a really nice knife. Perfect use for it, I think, like I said in the other video, is for an urban survival kit or something along those lines, because it's just so indestructible. It's a little heavier than what you really need even in a wilderness survival type setting, if that's possible. But all right, let's go ahead and do a weight on this real quick. Okay, so as far as weight goes, the knife and sheath together are about 1.23 ounces, so a little over a pound. The sheath is 3.6 ounces, and the knife is 14.6 ounces as well. So just about a 1 pound chunk of carbon steel that you've got in your hand there. Okay guys, so this has just been a real quick look at the Becker Campanion BK2 from K-Bar. Like I said, it is a pretty awesome knife for, you know, right around $80. I think you're getting a heck of a deal, and this is one of those knives that as long as you don't lose it, you're going to have it forever. I mean, you're going to be able to pass it down to your children and nothing's going to happen to it. It ain't going anywhere. Just a pretty tough little knife. So as always guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Shoot on by southblade.com, see if there's any products that you guys are interested in as well. And let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite knife that is in this category? Thanks guys. See you later.